the chair, we can, because I haven't told Michelle that, so she'll read that part and I can say that.
Okay. Oh, we're like a minute out, aren't we? I should start letting people in. Can you hear us?
Hello.
Hello.
I don't think he's ready for that jump. His answers weren't really well thought out. They weren't very concise. He was all over the board. It was like he was just repeating.
So Ashley, I have 3 o'clock. Are we expecting more people, or do you?
Ashley, we can't hear.
We need one more for quorum.
Okay.
So we're thinking that Brad, he didn't actually respond to my email, but he accepted the Outlook thing that Jessica sent.
I'm not seeing anybody in the waiting room right now.
Okay. Kyle, or I guess Kurt, Cece said that the link for this online says it's the Historic Resources Commission rather than Policy Board. Is that something that we can be fixed?
Yes.
Okay. Thanks.
Okay, I think should be just about ready.
Ah, there's Brad.
All right. So we have 4. We're good.
Okay, so you ready for me to call to order?
I think, Kyle, are we ready on the technology side?
Yeah, if you want, you can call the meeting to order, and I've got like the little upfront disclaimer thing that I can read for like the Campus Open Meetings Act stuff.
That would be great. So we'll go ahead and call this meeting to order. It looks like it's about 3:02, and we have enough here for a quorum. So yeah, if you could go ahead and read that, that would be great.
Good evening, or good afternoon. Welcome to the May 21st MPO Policy Board meeting. My name is Kyle Kobe, and I'll be facilitating the Zoom video portion of the meeting. With me here is Jessica Mortinger. She will work alongside Michelle, who is on remote video, to facilitate the meeting proceedings. Currently, I have everyone muted so we can talk through the... This meeting is being recorded and broadcast live on the city's YouTube channel and public access cable channel 25. During the meeting, please mute yourself by clicking on the microphone icon found in the lower left-hand corner of the Zoom menu next to the video icon. When you are muted, a red line will appear over that icon. This will make it easier for everyone to hear the meeting. Just remember to unmute if and when you want to speak. In the menu, you can also turn your camera on or off by clicking the video icon located next to the microphone icon. For the purposes of this public meeting, please keep your video on for the duration. If you're participating by phone, you can enter *6 to mute and unmute your phone. Somewhere on your Zoom screen, you will also see a choice to toggle between speaker and gallery view. Speaker view shows the active speaker. Gallery view tiles all meeting participants. So a few reminders to ensure the provisions of the Kansas Open Meetings Act are met. Board members, you must state your name and title each time you speak. Members of city staff must also state their name and title each time they speak. No individual signed up in advance to provide public comment. If there's any in-person public comment, staff will direct them to the podium to speak while following social distancing protocols. All motions will need to be stated clearly. After a motion is made and seconded, the chair will call for a vote for everyone to provide their vote. The chair will then need to announce whether the motion carried and the count of the vote. I want to again remind everyone to please mute yourself when you're not speaking, and I'll turn the meeting back over to the chair.
Okay, so we'll go around first and everybody introduce themselves, but bear with me. This is my first time facilitating a Zoom meeting. I have sat in on obviously numerous Zoom meetings, but this is the first one that I'm leading. So if I get anything wrong or if I need to correct something, please feel free to let me know. So Michelle DeRusso, Douglas County Commission. Go ahead and introduce yourselves, everybody.
Brad Finkelda, IC Commissioner.
Matt Messina, Kansas DOT.
Jim Weaver,
I'm Ashley Myers, Transportation Planner with the MPO.
And Jessica Mortinger, Transportation Planning Manager with the MPO.
Okay, did we get everybody? Okay, so our first, you said we don't have any public comment, is that correct?
Jessica Mortinger, MPO Transportation Planning Manager, correct. We've received no written communications or requests from the public to participate in today's meeting or provide any comments.
Okay, Michelle DeRusso, County Commission, looks like our next agenda item is to approve the minutes from February 20th. Do we have a motion?
Brad Finkelda, I move for approval.
Do we have a second?
Matt Messina, Kata, I'll second.
Okay, moved in second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Michelle, Michelle, aye. Do we have enough voting? We've got 4 voting members, right?
Jessica Mortinger, MPO Transportation Planning Manager, correct. You have 4 voting members, and that constitute a quorum, and that motion was a 4-0 unanimous approval of the minutes.
Okay, thank you, Jessica. Looks like our next agenda item is to review and approve the 2020 Unified Planning Work Program, Amendment 1.
Jessica Mortinger, Transportation Planning Manager. This amendment's the reason why we're here today, and I can guarantee probably with all of the things that are constantly changing, you'll probably see this again at some point this year. We had come to consideration with our additional rollover money that was unspent in 2019 and additional funds that were available to us from both federal highways and FTA, programmed this amendment to program out about an additional $74,000 in consolidated planning grant funding. A majority of there's 2 main sources that money's going, that we program that money to meet the workload in our work plan. The primary part of that is matching some staff intern time with our municipal services and operations at the City of Lawrence and Lawrence Transit on transportation planning eligible work that's in our work plan. And we're hoping to maximize the use of interns to do much of that work. And then we also have programmed in there $40,000 as a partnership with the City of Lawrence for the 23rd Street, Iowa to Massachusetts Land Use and Transportation Plan, which has a total project cost of $150,000. Those are the two changes that have been made in this amendment. It is possible with future consideration and conversation with the Lawrence City Commission that we could present to you in the future another amendment that then again would change how we would reallocate some of this funding. But at this point in time, we would like to get this approved so we can move forward with hiring the interns to get them beginning working on some of the workload issues we have identified in the transportation work plan.
Okay, thank you, Jessica. This is Michelle. Does anyone have any questions for Jessica? Questions, comments? Okay, do we have a motion to approve the amendments to the 2020 Unified Planning Work Program?
Matt Messina, KDOT, motion to approve.
A
Brad
second?
Finkeldine, second.
Okay, moved and seconded. All those in favor, say aye.
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 You get all four, Jessica?
Yes,
Aye. Yeah.
there we go.
Thank you, Matt. Okay. Is there any new business? Anything anybody wants to discuss? How's everybody doing?
So Jessica Mortinger, Transportation Planning Manager. We've been adapting to our COVID situation and continuing to try to deliver the work that we have programmed in our work program with some slight adjustments. We anticipate kind of needing to meet in June. We will likely have a tip amendment that we need to adopt, as well as we'll see what other work we get done before that point in time. So this was good practice for us to have the online process in case we need to continue to do that in June, and we will be in touch with you through the same way we've announced our email communication with you and the public to decide how that meeting will happen at that point in time when we're ready to send out that agenda.
Okay. This is Michelle. Anybody have anything else?
This is Brad Finkeldine. Just if the June meeting isn't heavy with agenda items, it might be nice to have the new transit director come and introduce himself and say a few things, and it's for us to get to know him a little better.
Sounds like a good idea. Thank you, Brad. Anything else?
We have Jessica Mortinger, Lawrence, Douglas County MPO Transportation Planning Manager, and we would like to say goodbye to our federal partner, Paul Fundukas. We don't usually see him always at these MPO policy board meetings, but over the years, some of you may be familiar with that name, and he is moving positions and going to a highway job, and so we will be getting a new federal highways liaison.
Okay, thank you, Jessica. Anybody else? Okay, well, I just wanted to thank everybody for their time. Jessica, Ashley, thanks for putting this together. Everybody take care, stay safe, and move to adjourn.
Thank you. We need to vote on that? Brad Finkeldine, second if we have to.
Okay. All right, we good, Jessica?
Yes, thank you.
All right, you guys take care.
Thanks,
Bye.
everybody. Bye.